I think we have a crowd. We're going to start. So. All right. Okay, so hello everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing this evening? Are we good? Jacob, how are you doing? Yao, how are you doing? Amos, how are you doing?
I'm good. Long time. I'm good. Good evening, boss.
Yes, good evening to everybody, and welcome to BluesStand Live. Yeah, those of you who are to join us for the Blue Lions review, thank you so much for doing so and subscribing. Those of you who are joining us now as well, we say very good evening to you, and we will sit down to do the analysis of what we have seen. So Amos is here, Yao is here, and we'll just go through it. So it's been an interesting day. I think it's been a very interesting day. It's been a day where everything has moved very quickly, but Chelsea are definitely getting in a new manager as we speak. Lampard has been sacked from the job, as we know that. So many things that we have heard in terms of revelations that have come in, the problems Lampard had at the club, why Lampard had to go, and all of that. So it's time for us to do some analysis and just find out how the team and how everybody's taking it. It's true. Our WhatsApp pages have been buzzing from morning. Well, anyway, the pages always buzz. There's a discussion even when Chelsea's not playing for 6 days, so it's all fine. But today has been extra hot because of the news that came through. So let's just go around and find out how everybody's feeling after this. Jacob, let me start with you. So finally, Lampard is out. What have you made of it?
Yeah, good. Finally, it's gone. It's gone. I'm so excited. It's gone now. He made run out of this place for some while. So I'm back now since he's gone. I'm very happy.
It was difficult for you to. It was difficult for you to. That's right. It was difficult for you to have discussions.
It's not living up to. Yeah, it's not living up to expectation. Last season, without. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, things are not going well for me. Things happen like this actually. It's a whole.
All right, it's the point.
Goes on in my mind.
Yes, I get it. We don't want to come at all. Anyway, it's part of life.
Since I know it'll be sacked, so yeah, I know it'll be sacked. I told the guys last year he's going. Yeah.
So straight away, you're excited about it. Okay, let's hear from you, Yao Young. Yeah. Yao Young, how are you feeling after the news?
George, I'm quite okay.
So now we are going for Tuchel. So yeah.
Like you knew.
Yeah. He gets the job, then probably
like he's not
takes on from Wolves game.
Go ahead, Yao.
Yeah, like I was saying. We've all been on him for some time now. He's not performing. It's been a high time. We let him watch. We let him go. To most of us, I think, or we think he's not all that experienced enough to handle the Chelsea team. The team is really bigger than him. So he needs to gather some experience somewhere, then later come back and do the job. So I think it's okay. I just feel sorry for him, though. But he knew that before he accepted the job. So I think we move on.
Right. Good. Thank you very much for your part and what you say. Amos, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine, George.
You are very happy, eh?
I'm not all that happy, but it's the job. It's the nature of the job.
The job is the job.
I feel sorry for him as a legend. He has history with the club, but the job too must be done. So we wish him success in his next endeavor. But as Yao said, when he makes the experience to better manage Chelsea, then you'll be welcome at any time. So I'm having a mix. Yeah, I'm having a mixed feeling though, but we can't continue to be losing. The inconsistency in the results and his performance is not good for the club. So the club first than individual. So I understand.
And Abramovich is one wicked guy, as you know. He's writing all sorts of things and explaining all sorts of things, but he's the same guy who sacked him. He's a shrewd businessman, and he's got to get the job going. And he's not scared of sacking managers. That's where he stands right. He doesn't really care. Yeah, he doesn't really care. For Abramovich is straightforward. Well, Ebenezer, how you doing?
I'm fine, George.
Yes, Ebenezer, I saw your comments up when we're having the Blue Lion review, and I can see that you're very excited. Like, has the Conte gone down yet, though?
Yeah, I'm kind of happy. I had some fufu and the live shukubi right after the news broke, so I'm very happy.
Wow.
I'm
very, very happy that
it
has gone down. Okay, well, good stuff. Okay, so let's see those who are joining us. Josh, let's hear from you. Opening comments. How are you doing, Josh? Hello, Josh.
Yeah, yo, I'm good, yo. Hello?
Are you happy?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Looking at the play. Yeah, I'm happy.
You're very excited. Okay, good. I also saw Isaac joining us.
Looking at the play, he's not being.
Okay, let's hear from Isaac. Isaac has joined us. Well, Isaac, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, George, and you? Hope my colleagues are also doing well.
Averagely, I think Chelsea fans are happy. I think they're all happy. So, yeah. It's good to see some faces back. Some people stopped coming for meetings because they were tired of Lampard and coming back to discuss Lampard.
I wish I was in Kumasi. I'm at my station right now and I can't get any champagne. And in fact, I would have popped a champagne tonight.
Oh, sorry.
You see, it's long overdue for Lampard to be sacked. It's long overdue. You and I know that is long overdue. And I think that you from today, when we start winning, you see that people will be coming for post-match analysis and the likes. Yes, I decided to go off a while because at the end of the day, what are you coming to say? Is it the tactics or what? We were fed up with him. Yes, he's always a legend. We can't take that thing from him. But he should go out there. I saw your post. And yes, I said that you said it all. He should go out there, learn, get his tactics right. Then he can come and take over.
I think you made the points right there. Okay, you went mute there. You want to check up your thing again. You've gone mute. But let's say hello to all of you joining us on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. We encourage you to go ahead and subscribe. And as we promised, remember I told you that we're going to step it up a bit in terms of what we do. So we are lining up a number of things, and I told you. For instance, we started with the Blue Lion review. One of you or two of you may be invited to the Blue Lion review. That's a session that's done to be premiered. There are things like where we have a one-on-one debate. So I'll be looking through the page. When I see two people really going at it, we just create a simple debate. Okay, so Sky Havertz, this or that, and then we just have two guys on, just the two of you. I'll just moderate a debate session. You have a chance, the first 3 minutes, first 2 minutes, first 1 minute, and then we are done. We package it. So we want to make the page as active as possible going on, and then we're trying to get other things come through. So this is going to be a solid one. And then when we have interviews with our legends, we also put it up there. So I have to say welcome to everybody, and welcome to the new year, and welcome to the new year in Chelsea, because it's another year has started with a new face of a sort. So quick updates on it. I think that there are a few things that need to be sorted out for Thomas Tuchel. They are trying as much as possible to see if he can be there. He's going to take a test if he's COVID-free. Should be sorted out. They are struggling right now because the UK have a new regulation that says that when you come out from any country, you would have to be quarantined for 10 days. And I think that's what they are trying to fight, especially when they know that Thomas Tuchel is negative of COVID-19. So the plan is that tomorrow they may announce Thomas Tuchel as the new manager, and the next thing will be to see him in the dugout against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But we are meeting here today just to talk about what it is. We have heard so many things. Lampard had issues with the players. He apparently fought with almost half of the squad. And the height of it was Mason Mount being made the captain, clearly because he had lost hope in them. And I think Lampard was aware that he was leaving the job and deliberately made Mason Mount the captain to satisfy a long-term dream. If those of you saw Mason Mount's social media accounts, he posted himself for being the captain and said it's a dream come true. Maybe that was a father's gift to a son before he left. There was no way Mason Mount was going to be a captain of the side and the players were going to come in happy. That was just the end of it. He had to come on. We know that the number of players also had one-on-ones with Abramovich and Afro Granovskaya. She started fighting with Lampard as far back as the West Ham game. The board will not happen even long ago. And I think Abramovich is the guy who kept Lampard in the job. This time, it was Abramovich who kept Lampard in the job that long. That's why we saw him writing a whole. I mean, you don't get Abramovich writing things and explaining why he has sacked somebody. It's the first time he has done that. But clearly, that is what we have gone there. So let's have a look at it before we look at the Thomas Tuchel thing, and let's look at it now. Let's look at the effect of this. I mean, everybody. There were a few Lampard-ins, which were English Lampard-ins, but generally the Chelsea fans, and you'd have noted that even journalists who follow Chelsea so much, the likes of Alex Goger, the likes of Simon Johnson, Liam, all of them had given up. They've given up at the point. So it looked like it was a decision that had to be made. Ebenezer, how surprising were you about how quick it happened? Chelsea don't waste time at all.
Well, tactical managers is our DNA, it's within our system. It doesn't matter who you are. Within a short time, even within 1 second, you can give you a letter, you can give you a message that better you are gone for life. So, in fact, when I saw the messages this morning, I was surprised. I was quite amazed to see that, but I thought it was part of the things that, writers normally do. Journalists will give out information, speculating up and down. Yeah. So I decided not to follow up. And then I was also having lectures. So my concentration was on the lectures that I'm having. But all of a sudden, the thing gets intense. And then I said, oh, hallelujah. Today I will eat fufu if this news breaks up. So I was just prepared, and there's a restaurant going to be waiting for the news to come up. But then I saw the message. And I think that it is long overdue, because if you look at how Lampard was managing some games, it was very appalling, and it was not helping with the fans. We are supporting the club where we have seen some better football. Even the last time that Jose Mourinho came in 2013-14, he was marvelous. We talk of Conte, what he did was marvelous. So we've seen some managers and a good football over the years. You don't come in and then 1.5 years you come and then behave, play any football tactics that you want. You can manage games. So it was long overdue, and then I think that it is a step in the right direction. I think it will help.
Okay, let me come to Suleimana Omar. How are you doing? Suleimana Omar, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Okay, if you can't hear me, let me come to Vincent. Vincent, do you think Lampard lost the dressing room?
Oh, yes. Good evening. It's a long time. Since Chelsea start misbehaving, you two
yes,
have
long time. Welcome back.
Yes, it's like our last two Premier League games before the FA Cup. You could see clearly that everything is wrong. You can see the demeanor of the players. You can see that there is something wrong in the dressing room before the pitch. So you see, they are not playing their heart out. It's like the players are sad. Something is wrong. So I'm like, no, Lampard have to go. So I'm like, no, this thing, Lampard have to go. I'm angry that, hey, Roman Abramovich, he doesn't take time of sacking coaches, especially spending this amount of money to purchase these all players. And still, Lampard is still on the post and losing 3 matches like this. No. Then Lampard, maybe it's a darling boy because Roman, and then you can see today for the first time, Roman Abramovich have to speak himself, write this letter, and you can see that he really don't want to sack Lampard. But Lampard, he caused it himself. He caused it himself because starting there, you see the kind of changes he's making, changing players, doing this, and it's not helping. And especially when the team is down by a goal, it means that is all. They don't know how to come back and come and win matches. And these are the things Lampard
is not... They can't show a fight.
Yeah, they can't show a fight, exactly. Lampard is not looking at this thing. As a coach, if you cannot work on this thing, then you are a failure. And I think it is good thing. We all love Lampard as a player. I love him very well, but it's not showing on him as a coach. So he has to go and learn his lessons and come back. We will receive him when he comes back. But for now, please, we need somebody. And it's a good thing.
Right, there's a letter from Lampard. I'm just checking the account. Lampard has posted a letter right now. This is a verified account, so it definitely must be Frank Lampard, 7 minutes ago. And I'm just going to read it to you guys. He says, it's been a huge privilege and honor to manage Chelsea, a club that has been a big part of my life for so long. Firstly, I would like to thank the fans for incredible support that I've received over the last 18 months. I hope they know what it means to me. When I took on this role, I understood the challenges they lay ahead in a difficult time for the football club. I am proud of my achievements, of the achievements we have made. I am proud of the academy players that have made the step into the first team and performed so very well. I'm sure this is Mason Mount. They are the future of the club. I am disappointed not to have had the time this season to take the club forward and bring it to the next level. I want to thank Mr. Abramovich, the board, the players, my coaching team, and everyone of the club for their hard work and dedication, especially in these unprecedented and challenging times. I wish the team and the club every success for the future. Job well done. So that is Frank Lampard. That is Frank Lampard. Let me come to you, Yao. Yao. So look, just the last word on Frank Lampard. He goes away with his assistants, and it looks like it was almost of a total loss of confidence in the technical team so far as Abramovich is concerned.
Yeah, George. Frank goes with assistant. Definitely, he needs to go with assistant because if the coach is not performing, if the coach over there, or he being the manager is a top hierarchy, meaning good than the manager. The assistant has to go together. You see, way back, we all been talking about this Lampard tactics have not been flowing in. I quite remember when Lampard was appointed, your fellow colleague Atapuku, he said in no time Lampard will be fired because the guy doesn't have any experience for the job at all. Atapuku said that. And truly, like the first season, I don't know what happened. Like the way he used these guys and the way the guys are very cool with him, I think that is cool. But second season, you requested for some players and they bought it for you. So we are looking up to you to do something extraordinary with those guys because we know what those guys are doing before you requested for them. So if you requested for them and they are in, then we expect you to do something much more than what you've done. You see, so it seems like nothing is working. That is where we get to know, say, nah, the guy is inexperienced. He can't manage this thing because tactics have not been working. You see, we've playing just same kind of football each and every day. We can't fight back. We can't do anything. The moment we are down, we are down. That is it. So, sacking Lampard, me, when I wake up and I switch on my phone and the news started coming, I'm not surprised. And I'm not surprised in the sense that we've been looking up to this for a very long time. So I think the boss just sit down and, okay, I think it's been a high time. Like, we let Lampard go there. We look for different options altogether. So I think it's a good choice. It's a good choice, definitely. So we are looking up to what is coming next, and
Okay. Okay.
Can I say something?
Let's do the other. Yes, Vincent, go ahead.
See, I'm thinking, that Lampard has put this guy Messi Mount under a very huge pressure. That this guy right now, because I heard that the players are fighting him, and there's no unity in the team because of how he's handling Messi Mount every match. You want him to play, and he's causing them to. So I don't know if he's going to go with him.
Yeah, but I really wish. Yeah, but I really wish that the players are matured enough to understand that is not a function of Mason Mount. That's a function of Lampard. I don't think the young man has done anything wrong. I mean, once the manager wants him to play, he's just going to come on and play. He's a young boy who's excited to play, even if we give him all the chance. The manager puts a lot of confidence in him, trust in him. He will come and play. He doesn't have a problem. It's what's going to happen with the new manager we're going for. And before we just go around and talking about the manager, there are a few connections, and we're talking about that in the first part. That Thomas Tuchel is the former manager of Borussia Dortmund, has worked with the likes of Pulisic before. Indeed, with the scouting for the German players, the likes of Timo Havertz, Rudiger, and Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Rudiger. A number of the German folks, he worked down there with them in scouting them. He has a proper idea of how these players have gone. And then, it was a PSG, so Thiago Silva is in there. And it's almost going to be a French bandwagon at the back there. So you look at the pieces, you pick all what he's got, the bits and pieces of everything. It looks like even before he enters the dressing room, he has an idea of how to use which player and where to go. That is the thing. So it will be interesting to find out how he's going to use the likes of Mason Mount. Mason Mount, for me, enters any coach's lineup basically because of his energy and work rate. But there will be big decisions to make because you have to be clear in your mind whether Mason Mount is a defensive player or is an attacking player. If it's an attacking player, how much is he giving you? If it's a defensive player, how much is he giving him? And the Lampard, he was torn between defensive and attacking, and he wasn't well defined. But Mason Mount was always there running and doing stuff. And I don't know. If he was a number 10, how many assists did he give us? If he was a number 6, how many tackles, how many interventions did he make? All these questions cannot be answered because he hasn't done so well as a defensive player or as a attacking player. He's done well running about and exciting the manager. That's what he's done so far. So he's going to be under the course to produce. And with a German manager like Thomas Tuchel, the English boys know that their tactical awareness is going to be truly tested here. So things are going to change. It's not going to be pass the ball to the wing, hit a long cross, look for someone to head the ball. Even when you have Giroud, you use him. This time they're going to be passing the ball around, but the Germans are going to come to the party on this one. Now let's talk about let's go around. Let me hear from you on what you make of the choice. This is what I think about the choice, and this is why I think that the board is paying attention to that. Let me start with you, Ebenezer. What do you make of the choice, Thomas Tuchel?
Well, I wouldn't say he's a bad choice. He's a type of coach with young guys capable of coaching them and then managing them as well. You also what he did at Borussia Dortmund, though he never won a trophy there. But at least if you look at the team that he built at Borussia Dortmund, it wasn't bad. He go to PSG and then what he did there was also good. He won at least some trophies for them. Just that when things were not going on well, they decided to sack him, not to give him some enough time. They sacked him immediately when things were not going well. So basically, we have a young team. When you put it in that way, we have the youngest and then some talented kids in our team. And then with this young coach as Tuchel, he can do something good. He can do something better. We are all waiting for the tactics and then how he can manage games. That will be his, I think, the toughest time at English soil. You know, the English team or the English Premier League is full of tactics and then how to approach some games. So we are all waiting. We are all waiting if he can come and then do something. Not that he can come and do something, he can do something, but how to manage these guys and then the approaches that you use to, counter some opponents. I will take you to Lampard again, and then I will say that when Frank Lampard started with this portrait and when he started working for him, I said it here that this guy will continue using portrait, whether Man City, anything that he is muting or any opponent that comes his way, he's going to still use portrait. And then he was using it up and down, not knowing how to approach some games in a different manner. So let's see if Tuchel do something different. If yes, then you're good to go. If no, I'm saying you're stuck. So you're waiting for him.
Right, that's it. Let's go to Amos. Amos, tell us what you make of the choice of Thomas Tuchel. Amos, are you there? Hello, Amos. We can hear Amos. Let's go to Vincent. Vincent, what do you think about Thomas Tuchel?
Well, for now, I can't say much about him. I've seen.
You are scared. You are now scared of what to say about the manager.
Because
now you are scared.
I'm one of the happiest people seeing Lampard at Chelsea. So I was like, but this Thomas Tuchel, I think what he did at especially Borussia Dortmund, although he has not won any trophy, but he did very well. The team he built, and one thing that I'm afraid for him, if he didn't come and do this Lampard, one thing that brought him this downfall is how he's trying to build the team around the English players at the point and all that. So if, yes, Rudiger is there, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz and all of that, but if you try and build a strong team for himself, that's the only way Chelsea can keep him. If they can sack Lampard, then he can even sack him 2 weeks later. But I pray that he will build a very quality team. We have the players there. It's about how to manage them, how to position them. If somebody's not doing this now, it's not going to be a performance. If you're a player, you're not forcing up and you're not going to get a chance and play. So we will wait to see, and if he can come in. One thing that we should not forget, this thing, the German league is different from English league. English league is different from this French league. So it should come, and I know that this link up started from December, that Thomas Tuchel. So it is monitoring the EPL. It shouldn't take it like it's a German league. This EPL is a league that you cannot predict. So he should come and see. I'm not going to say much about him. So you come and disappoint me. So
yeah. You want to wait and see. But you see, there's still 2 ways. There's still 2 ways. If he comes in 10 weeks, they're not convinced, he'll sack him again. Chelsea, there's no 2 ways about that. I mean, it's as straightforward as that. But you want him to come and get the job done. Yeah. I had that's when I heard people say, "Oh, Manchester United did sack Arsenal." I said, no. You guys don't understand that. Chelsea is teaching Manchester United and Arsenal how to sack coaches. So you don't have it. I mean, these days that, especially before we won the Champions League, it was terrible that you can come and win every trophy, you don't win the Champions League, you're sacked. I mean, it was just like that. So now he has relaxed a bit, but he wants to see the team do well. He has been trying to do this long-term project. He didn't work with Mourinho, long-term project, didn't work with Conte, long-term project, didn't work with Lampard. So by now, even in his long-term thinking, Abramovich knows he can still sack managers. So nobody is safe. Amenion Francis, what do you make of Thomas Tuchel? Francis, are you there?
I think he's a good coach. Yeah, hello, I'm there.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach compared to Lampard because tactically on paper he's better than Lampard. But the only problem I'm having is from PSG. Same as Arsenal signed Unai Emery, he was from PSG. PSG, the squad there, the quality there is better than that of Chelsea. So on a normal day, the squad can put something together. So I just hope when he comes, he can improve the squad for us.
Okay, that's what he thinks. Let's go to Amos. Amos, what do you think of Thomas Tuchel? Amos, are you there? If you're not there, let's go to Yao. Yao, are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, George, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Good. Yeah. I was asking you, what do you make of the choice, Thomas Tuchel? What do you make of the choice?
Actually, I wasn't expecting Thomas though, but there's no problem with Thomas for me. I think back to Paris, and he has done well. You know, the German league, the French league is different from English Premier League, but this we're talking about coaches or we're talking about a manager. We are not talking about players. It's only players that we expect them to come and you give them some time to adjust. But this is a coach, someone who is going to work tactics, who is going to work things around these players to gel. So for me, it's not much of a big deal though, because I've seen Thomas being that attacking football playing manager. It's been a high time, you know. Chelsea, I think I keep saying one of the finest football I watch and at Chelsea is through this guy, Sarri. You know, that free flow of the game, everybody touches the ball, you know, 15, 20 touches to a goal. So Thomas being that attacking, you know, coach, I think is good. But the problem here is, you know, the English media. That is what I'm looking at, the English media. You know, this guy, what I notice is, as soon as you are not an English, you are not a British, you know, hammering you. They keep hammering you when you do some little things. They keep hammering you. That is what I've noticed. A whole lot of pressure on him, and he knew that before accepting the job, just as Lampard knew before he accepted the job. So fast forward, there are things that are not going well. That's the reason why we are bringing him in. So as he comes, we are all looking up to him to put things at the right place. Just put the things at the right place. Then we don't have a problem about that. If we lose or we lost a match, but we've seen some positivity, some, you know, improvement before we lost a match compared to what was there before he came. I think fast forward, we'll keep thinking like this guy can do something. Not just the same tactics. Somebody say cross and inshallah or cross and hope. We're not going to see anything of that nature again. We're not going to see anything of that nature again. So I think we all need to support him, irrespective of whether coming from people say Farmers League or whatever. I think he needs a support right now. He needs a support. That is all.
Okay, having done it before, he made Borussia Dortmund a fortress. They were a very difficult side to beat, and as you know, a lot of his players have moved on to great things. And again, he made it to the Champions League final last season. The point is that he's had some major collapses. Hopefully, he has learned along the ways. Because if you allow Barcelona to come back the way they came back against Paris Saint-Germain, you had to have Chelsea, you are going to be in big trouble. I was surprised when the board started talking about this and they started mentioning the result of Bayern Munich at the end of last season. I'm like, wow, this board, they started writing their notes down. Apparently, the board was very split on deciding whether Lampard should take the job. There was a veto from Abramovich that ensured that Lampard got the job. So you can see everything that Lampard says. He says, thank you, Mr. Abramovich, because this was an Abramovich movement. He would have been out of the job after that important loss even to Man City. But Abramovich has done the job. Okay, so I don't want to bore us so much because we have a busy week coming up. And of course, on Wednesday, we have the game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and there we will get to see the boys. It even feels like they may want to go in without a coach and they will still play. But let me just take your quick thoughts on what you expect against Wolves. Let me start with you, Ebenezer. new face in the dugouts. There's no Lampard. There's a fresh breath of air and everything. What do you expect on Wednesday?
Well, I don't think the new manager will be on bench. Well, if so, then
very difficult to be there. Yes, yeah, he may watch from afar. Yeah.
The players have to fight for themselves. You fight for your position. You shouldn't forget what this Wolverhampton Wanderers came to do. How we find it difficult to play them. So I don't expect something extraordinary, but it is normal to see players playing a different level with different agility, with different strength and ability on pitches when there's a new manager coming on, when there's a new manager in. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see Timo Werner, the edge, moving around, creating chances, and then doing all the sort of thing that they use.
All they can do to get the win, yeah.
Oh, that's right. So I'm not surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see them doing all these things, because there's a new manager coming. If you don't do well, you don't have a position. So everybody have to fight for your position. So I think basically they will put in all the abilities to at least gain the heart of the manager to start their game. So at least a win for Chelsea, extreme win, not too much goals. Extreme win for Chelsea will be good.
Slim win for Chelsea. Thank you very much, Ebenezer. Let's quickly go around the table. Let's go to AJ. Eric has joined us. AJ, Eric, what are you expecting from Chelsea when we play against Wolverhampton Wanderers? AJ, can you hear me? If you can't, let's go to Josh. Josh, what are you expecting from Chelsea when we play against Wolverhampton Wanderers? Josh is lost as well. So Yao, let's come to you. What do you expect when we play against Wolverhampton Wanderers?
George, against Wolves, that game is justified on inclusion. So, as you all know, it's justified inclusion. As you all know, new manager, the players will be jumping in, like they will put up whatever they have to do so that the coach sees them. Easy. So I think this game is the must-win game for us, because we lost just recently. We lost to them, and the players have to be up to their games for them. As you all know, several issues with the management and a whole lot of things. So new coaches in, we are expecting all of them to put up good performances. That is all. We need 3 points.
Okay, thank you. Let's see if we can get Kofi. Kofi, can we get the final word from you? That's if you can hear us. Hello, Kofi. Right, I was not sure I could hear Kofi because it doesn't indicate there. People having a lot of network issues. Please, let's try to improve our network. This year, improve your network. You have a new coach, your network has to be good. Change your Lampard network and move on to the next level. Let me say thank you to all of you for passing through. Thank you to all of you for passing through, as always. We hope for the best against Wolverhampton Wanderers. You can't beat any coach. You can't blame any coach on Wednesday. So the boys need to go out there and do it. And now that Lampard is gone, the players need to start earning their money again. They need to start earning their salaries again. We are going to have individual analysis of the players and how they go on Wednesday when we are done with the game. But I say thank you to all of you. If you are of the Lampard in fashion, sorry about it. Maybe sometime it's going to work. If it's just Lampard out, I think you have what you have what you're looking for. So hopefully Chelsea gets well. Like we've always said, it is not about personalities. It's not about issues. It's just about the job. The job is a job, and the job is about results. And you either get the results or you kick it out. At the end of the day, everybody in Chelsea wants to smile, including Lampard. He wants to see Chelsea win the Champions League.
Exactly.
If he can make it, if he can take us to the Champions League, allow someone to do it, and we'll all be happy as fans and as a great family. So take care of yourselves. We'll meet you again. We'll have a big chat. And thank you to all of you joining us on YouTube as well. Those of you who are going to be watching later, remember to subscribe. And there's more coming up here on the show. Have a super night. So take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.